Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, thank you for coming back. If you're new, thank you for coming. Much appreciated. This is a general collective reading. It will apply to you and possibly somebody else that you're close to at this time. So aspects of it may resonate with you, but also you may see it coming out in their life as well. So it's a general collective reading for the new year, January 21. And I wish you a very, very happy new year. And if you need any further information, all my details are in the drop-down box below. So my website is there for bookings, and then also you can follow me on Instagram. I do daily posts, but also weekly readings on there. If you want to, you can cross-watch to my other videos. There's further information. If you're tracking a specific aspect of your chart, whether it's your Venus placement or your moon placement, or it could even be your rising sign, then you'll get further insight from those readings as well. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that helps to push the videos around YouTube for higher viewings. I normally pull out 3 house placements, and then I work around those. Okay, so we've got 11th house, 8th house, and 3rd house coming up. Get some astrological guidance now. Excuse all the voices in the background. It's holiday season now where I stay, so a lot of people are here on holiday. And they're all outdoors enjoying the sunshine. So we've got Grand Cross Provoker there. Got Solar Eclipse Revolution. Uranus Genius. And then I'm going to put this at the bottom. We've got Gemini, I think. Then we've got some Goddess guidance coming in now. We've got Mart coming in. Yes, it does. We've got Ericura. And then we've got, let's try again. Got Aphrodite. And we've got Diana Focused Intention. I think I'm going to change these because I feel this is more appropriate for here. Let's put that there. And then we've got the Fairy Tarot now as well. We've got 4 of Autumn. It says here, manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. And then the bottom of the fairy deck is balance. Take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. So I feel that may be coming in to do with this aspect here. Let's get a Destiny card now. clarity. Okay. Okay, so I can see the clarity is coming in a number of ways in your reading. You've got solar eclipse revolution, so something certainly is going to be sorted out with that, some sort of rearrangement. And out of that will come a beginning and an ending. And then we've got Uranus coming in here for third house, and then we've got Gemini, I think. So a lot of things going to shift, and then from that, I feel you will get the clarity about how to proceed going forward. Let's put this here. Okay, so let's just start with the Gemini, I think. So this is applying the mental faculties of Gemini to a situation. It looks like you will have a decision that you've got to make somewhere along the line, and you kind of need to weigh up various aspects of things. So it's a kind of a sifting and a sorting and a researching, learning, and understanding, and looking for answers, that sort of thing. It's also about communication to various people. It could be people that you're close to, or others that you're associated with in business, or whatever is appropriate for you. So there's going to be a lot of exchange of ideas. It's also about a kind of you may find that you have to apply yourself in a great many different ways. So it's got like a multitasking energy about it. But it can also be that you may need to pay attention to detail as well, because sometimes with Gemini, they've got so much going on and so many things and so many fingers and so many pies that they kind of miss a few details along the way. So it's about paying attention to those and summing things up and analyzing things as well. It may also mean that you have to walk your talk in some way, or you will have to talk your way out of something or into something. But it could also be that you may be receiving news of some sort, or some aspect is coming to you. It could be you could be hearing things, it could be gossip. So just be careful with that. Always take the high road, and don't pass on information that is not verified 100% for you. So, but I feel it could be that you're waiting for information, you're waiting for some sort of news, or it could be documents even. Contracts, something like that, something that you want to move ahead on, or it could be that you need to communicate with others in some way, whether it's written, verbal, or online communication. Gemini rules all forms of communication, but it's also the thinking processes, analyzing from a like almost like media, and taking lots of information in at once, researching on the internet and so on. Electronics can also come in with this. Occasionally, it can also mean that this is the lovers, like the lovers card in this particular deck. So it can, in some cases, mean a soulmate, or a love connection of some sort, maybe coming in for you, or it could be that something is coming up to do with that. We've also got Aphrodite here. So this is inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this really is taking care of yourself inside and out. Do whatever is right for you. If you need to go and have a spa day, or a makeover, or you get your hair done, or you need to just go and do some exercise, spend time in nature, or just relax, sleep. Whatever's good for you. But it's about taking care of yourself, and also nurturing the feminine side of your nature. Now we all have the masculine and the feminine, and it's about balancing the two. So you might find that you are in one or the other too much, or perhaps you need to bring in more of the feminine side, which is about the self-care, the nurturing side. So nurturing of self and of others, but mostly about self. So this is self-care coming in for this energy. And do whatever it is that you can to appreciate yourself and your skills and your talents and just yourself. You honoring yourself and your divinity, and your connection to the universe, your connection to the earth, and so on. It's all about that appreciation of yourself and your place in the world at the moment. So now we've got 11th house here. 11th house deals with friendships. It also deals with groups of all kinds. So this can be like an association or society that you're a member of, or it could even be some sort of like a club. It can also be a group from a company perspective or a business perspective. It's got that group consciousness attached to it. It's also very much about your hopes and dreams, your wishes, and your hobbies and interests, and pushing those forward and actually, letting them be known in the outer world. So it's your ideals, what you are striving for, your visions for the future. This has got quite a futuristic aspect to it. It's also about dreams, your futuristic dreams for yourself and your future. But it can also be about global or group consciousness. So this can be aspects that are, your trends in the world that you're seeing at the moment. And that could be business, or it could be any other field really, but it's trends that you're seeing moving through. And it can also be about social reform and causes, things like that. So sensitivity to all of those things, anything that is close to your heart on a sort of a group conscious or global consciousness aspect. But it can also be about your own personal hopes and dreams as well. Now we've got here Grand Cross Provoker. So there is some issue coming in here. You've also got Mart Fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So there's some issue coming up within this house. And it could be, as I said, a society or a group that you're a member of, or an association, or it could be a group of companies, or some kind of the ethos within a company that's like a group ethos. But it can also be for you, in your friendships, there may be some issue coming up, or it's for you to push forward your hopes and dreams. There's something that you're trying to put on the table to be pushed through. And this is saying that there's some negotiation or judgment or even a legal situation unfolding here. But it's about, or it could even just be mediation and negotiation, or just some decision or kind of judgment, something like that coming in. And it's saying that fairness is going to play out in this situation, and that really to make the situation work for you as best you can, then just detach from any specific outcome. You can put your views forward and put your your situation on the table, but detach from things following a specific outcome. Just let it go, so that the universe can step in and bring about the fairness. And because the greater picture is not known to you, really. You can only see from your perspective and maybe one or two other factors, but you cannot see the whole. So there may be other factors going on which you're not aware of at this time. So Grand Cross Provoker, this is about being under quite a bit of pressure and sort of like frustration happening, where you want to move forward on certain things, but it perhaps is a specific action you want to move forward with, but there's a lot of other things going on, and it's like you've got a lot of things coming at you all at once. So this could be decisions, this could be tasks that you're busy with. It can also be something to do something in this house. So there could be multiple things happening all at once, and they are coming at you in waves, or it could be that you no sooner solve one situation, then something else crops up almost immediately. So this is about building up inner strength and inner resolve to make it through this process. But it's also about using your skills and your talents and your abilities. You're going to be using them all under this situation. So this could be very well you trying to push forward certain aspects of yourself, your life, your idealistic life, your visions of the future, your dreams. You're trying to project those forward. And there's a lot to do. There's a lot of things going on. And this is about kind of juggling. It's got that juggling feel about it. But it could be that you are, you're juggling, but you want to move forward while you're doing that. You don't want to just be standing still or stuck. And that's where the frustration can sometimes come in. So the only way to deal with all of these energies coming down on you hard like this, lots of angles, is actually to set very strong priorities, have a priority list and stick to those and work your way through that. And when one is completed, then cross it off and move on to the next one. You may have to, as I said, multitask with that as well. But it's also about time management, making sure that you are allocating time for things. You may have to change schedules up. You may have to change things on the fly. But it's a great catalyst for change, this card. It really is. So it really does push you. It puts you under pressure. But what you learn during that process, it's like tempering steel in the fire. What you learn during that process and how you come out on the other side will stand you in very good stead later on in life. So it's kind of a it does shape you through the fire. And as I said, if just communicate properly with others, time management and setting priorities is important with this energy. We've also got 8th house, endings and beginnings coming in here. So as I said, you've got solar eclipse revolution coming in. So there is some big shift coming in. Normally the solar eclipse deals with either relationships changes or relocation or something personal, so it could even be job related. 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another, or the ending of something and the beginning of something else. And sometimes there's a transition between the two. Sometimes it can be very quick. And with solar eclipse, more than likely it will be quick, a sudden changing of the guard or a rearrangement or a complete change of direction. It's like a turning point or an epiphany. Some realization, and now you know exactly what it is you have to do. Or you may just be that initial shock or surprise, and then now you've got to quickly get yourself together. And this is, I feel, why you have the Grand Cross provoker coming in. So with the 8th house also deals with finance, big finance. So this can be investments, insurances, assets, banking, accounting, taxes coming very, very much with this card. And also it can be things like legacies and inheritances. So it could be that you may have a passing in your immediate environment, somebody passes over, but it's normally associated with a symbolic death. So that can be a death of an ego, or death of some aspect of your life which is just not working for you anymore or is not serving you any longer. So it's that transitionary phase that you go through. It can also be about birth. That may come in for you if you're starting a family or you're going through some aspect of that, or maybe you're starting a business. Then it can be the birthing of something. It can also be the regeneration or the renewal of something as well, the 8th house. And it's also about handling other people's resources. So if you are in a partnership like a marriage or even a business partnership, when you come together into a partnership, it's all the nuts and bolts of that. So that can be the merging of the emotional and material resources between you and this other person, or between you and your partner. So you just see how it plays out for you. Could be any one of those areas coming up. But there's definitely some shift and change, and it's going to be quite quick, quite abrupt. It might be a surprise for you, and you will probably feel uncomfortable initially once it happens, but once you get your head around it, then you will be all right. And it's just that process that you go through, So welcome the change, whatever the change may be. Try to approach it with as much courage and as be open to making changes, because you're going to have to make changes. You're going to have to make quite a big rearrangement with this card coming in the solar eclipse. It's a big rearrangement. It could affect you in any one of those areas or all of them. As I said, it could be relocation, it could be job, or it could be relationship change. There's a lot of red and yellow here. So this, any of the lower chakras. So this is the root, the sacral, and also the solar plexus chakra, all of those areas. And this is all to do with your willpower, your security, your creativity, your joy, and confidence, and feeling secure in your environment, having enough of what you need, and so on. All of these things come in. And 3 and 5 is change, so change is coming in, and 4 and 4 is 8, so abundance, fruition, luck, something is coming in, but I feel it's going to shift, and then you're going to see you're going to see what it is that is required of you in this house. And it can also be, as I said, regeneration or renewal. So just bear that in mind, however it applies to you. And it could even be the birthing of something. So something passes away, something dies, something finishes, and then something is birthed out of that. And it could even be like a phoenix energy as well. And this does have a fair bit of sexual energy attached to it as well, the 8th house, so that may be coming in. It's also about your psychic abilities. That may be for you, that may be something that's coming in. You might be getting a massive realization or some kind of shift coming in, and that and this is going to prepare you for all kinds of things in your life. So initially it might not seem, you may just have to get a handle on things and you'll be out of your comfort zone. But once you work with the energies, this is very much about self-mastery. Solar eclipse is your attitude and your ability to adapt and go with what is asked of you and what is coming up in your life. Just tackle it and head on and go for it. And I'm quite sure you will overcome whatever comes up. I say that because you've got Arakura blossoming here. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. So whatever this shift is, whatever is going on in this house, it's just saying that you're just getting started. So I do feel that this change that's coming in for you, or this cycle change, or this shift, or this realization, or this rearrangement that you have to go through here, it can also be that you have to dive into an existing situation and fix, change, or create something out of it. And once you do that, it's going to be much better on the other side. So it's got that aspect as well. And it's saying that you're just getting going. You're just starting here. So, you're just at the very beginning stages. And, sometimes it's hard to see your path when you are challenged at the start of your path. But she's saying just keep going. Have patience with yourself and with this whole process that you're going through. It will work out. So whatever gets shifted and changed here, it's going to be your attitude and how you approach it and what you're willing to do without resistance. That is going to determine whether this is a smooth transition with relatively low upheaval, or whether it's going to be very difficult for you. So it really depends on your approach to this whole situation. Sometimes with Arakura, it can also be about, you might find that spending time in your garden, if you've got something like that, or with flowers or flower essences or Bach flower remedies or essential oils, anything like that will assist you at this time. And you may also develop an interest in any one of those areas, which can become a business, or you may just be learning about it for yourself, for your own interest, or you may want to share it with others as well. But any of those areas will assist you at this time to balance your energies through this transition. Then we've got here third house messages. So the third house covers all forms of communication, written, verbal, body language, electronic communication. It's also about contracts and documents. So as I said earlier on, you may be waiting for something, or you may be needing to make a decision, because you've got Gemini here. You've got Mars, Venus, which can be a judgment or a decision or some sort of negotiation going on, some sort of outcome. And third house covers, as I said, is communication with all kinds of people. It can be your nearest and dearest, like your family members, aunts, uncles, cousins, general relatives, siblings. It can even be neighbors. But it can also be a larger audience than that. You could be waiting for news, or you could be receiving news, or you could be hearing the truth of something, or you could be giving that out as well. It works both ways. Electronics, internet, research, learning, all of these things come in with the third house. And it's also about, a short journey may be involved. So this is like a local journey. Or a short journey, and often cars and maps and some sort of planning is required for that. So that may come in for you as well. So now we've got here Uranus Genius, and we've got Diana Focused Intention. So I do feel that this is very much ideas based, the exchange of ideas, getting something, an idea or some sort of wisdom or epiphany that you may have, or some realization, or it's some form of your particular brand of genius, or you may have a genius idea, or you may have a very sudden, unexpected bolt of lightning type news coming in. It could be news, or it could be a contract or a document coming to you, or you could be giving it. But this is often unexpected change. And it can be like a bolt of lightning, literally from one day to the next, everything changes. So it can be a really sudden realization as well. It can be purely internal, where you have this incredible download, an idea or an epiphany, or like I said, or a sudden realization, or your perception changes literally from one day to the next. Now all of a sudden you are seeing things that you just never noticed before, or you are suddenly able to communicate something really important that was only just an idea, something quite vague before. With Uranus coming in, it's quick, it's sudden, it's unexpected. It can be unconventional, it can be very technical, high technical, or it can be just an upgrade from your current technology or your current cell phone. You could be going to the next level, or you're using some other package or app or something, but it can be a technological upgrade. But it can also be, some people may be in high tech, and this is almost virtual reality. Something incredibly advanced, cutting edge technology can come in with this. It can also be your channeling, because this is the house of communication. So you could be channeling to others, and this is advanced things coming in, and it can also be, as I said, very unconventional. You may be meeting very unconventional people or cutting edge people. It can happen in the third house. Or you're hearing very advanced ideas, or you're receiving information about something, or you're learning something. And it can be cutting edge. It can really be way out there, almost, dreamlike kind of technology. So it really depends on where you are in your life, what it is that you're exposed to, what stage you are. But it really is, it's unexpected, it's very unusual or unconventional. And as I said, you may be meeting people like that. These people could be very different from you. They have a different way of life. They may be from a different country. They may be of a different orientation to you completely. And you're learning and understanding and seeing things from their point of view, or they're influencing you in some way. So you're mixing, moving and shaking with these people, but all of these aspects could very well come in for you in the third house. The Uranus card is, yes, it does have that unexpected bolt of lightning type situation to it, but it can also be an incredible energy for liberation, for freedom, for revolution, but on a scale which is to free you from something. It's got a liberating energy. So you could be freed from some contract or some binding that you've been in, or you could be saying something which liberates others. It just could be downloads of information from the universe, and what you say has great relevance, and lots of people are going to want to hear it. This could manifest in lots of different ways. So Diana, focused intention, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So as I say, with the Uranus, once you get this download or this information or this news or this sudden shift comes in, then you're going to need to do this focused intention. And this is kind of directing what you're saying, your thoughts, your words, your written words, your communications in all forms are going to have to be very much directed towards this target, whatever it may be that is coming up for you. And it's about drawing back that bow with your arrow in place and taking aim and keeping your focus on that, no matter what is going on around you. Forget about the naysayers, the skeptics, the ones that don't like change or don't like to see others changing around them. They don't like it, so they pull back and they become negative. Just ignore them, in your heart, and I feel you will know this. You will absolutely know this. This can also be glimpses of the future. So you've already had the 11th house, which is about the future, which is about your future dreams and visions and so on. It could very well be about the future for you. You're getting a glimpse, or you're getting some kind of download or some understanding. And it could be so out there that other people around you are kind of scoffing at this information, going, well, this person's lost their head. But it's so keep your focus and attention on this idea or this innovation. It can also be innovation, some kind of invention, something like that. It can be very futuristic, science fiction, physics, if you're a science person. So any of these aspects can come in with this card, but it's saying focused intention. If you get a brilliant idea, see it through. And don't allow others to pull you back or stand in your way. And with Uranus, sometimes you can meet people who are going to back you with this as well, or going to see the relevance of your idea and help you push it forward. So really, I hope I've covered. There's lots of ways that this can come in, but it's about keeping your your focus very tight on what it is that you want. And as I said, with the clarity card, that could be coming in many different ways here, and I do feel you're going to get it, and then some. Lots more is going to come in for you. So once again, let's just go back here. 4 of Autumn. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help those who are less fortunate. So this could very well be coming in for the 8th house, because it is the house of big money. So there may be aspects around you which are requiring a rearrangement, because you've got solar eclipse here. So there's rearrangement of finances possibly going on. You may be in the business, in a business, and you need to redistribute funds or change things in some way. So, and it's also for looking after yourself as well, and managing other people's resources at this time. And then here for the balance, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. So this is where the Mart fairness comes in. This is exactly what she's saying. Take everyone's input into consideration. If you can't see all the viewpoints, just detach from the outcome. Detach from a specific angle which you're going from. By all means put it forward, but then detach your energy from it. So this allows the universe to bring in the best and highest solution for all. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care and have a wonderful, wonderful month. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.